All right, so we're here at AnDevCon, and together with me now I have Timothy Jordan. Welcome, Timothy.
Thank you, Magnus.
You had a talk this morning, the keynote of AnDevCon. How did that go?
It went really well.
Yeah.
I had fun.
What did you talk about?
I talked about what's new and awesome. What's new was too much to fit into an hour, so I just kind of put my awesome filter on it. And what was the cool stuff that we've released in the past, 6 months or so for Android Studio, Firebase, and machine learning.
All right, and
I spent most of the time actually talking about machine learning.
wow.
Yeah, because the rest of the stuff was like, okay, we did this, and here's a few subtle things you need to know, and there's lots of kind of new components in Android Nougat, and new optimizations in Android Studio, and of course all the Firebase features, and that was fun. And then by the time I got to machine learning, the challenge there is explaining like what machine learning actually is and demystifying that. So we actually did Hello World in TensorFlow, which was a lot of fun.
That's interesting. You hear that all the developers out there, machine learning is a thing to take note of. Now, machine learning for mobile app development, what does that actually mean?
So for machine learning, there's a number of phases in development. When you think about it, you have to like sort of gather your data and then use that to build a model. But then you can run that model on data at runtime in a number of different environments. And actually, for TensorFlow, it was built with mobile and embedded systems in mind. So you can run it on Android, iOS, and even Raspberry Pi.
That's amazing. So if I'm not mistaken, the voice recognition system with Google Now, that's all neural networks running on the device, right?
Yeah, it's some of it's on the device. I don't know on Google Now what's on the device and what's in the cloud, but the text translation, that's a really good example where you point the camera in the Translate app at a sign, and it'll recognize the text and translate it all on the device.
Fantastic. And if I remember correctly, in machine learning, a big task has been training these classifiers and neural networks to understand things. But TensorFlow and the Google technologies, they actually come with pre-trained stuff, right?
Oh yeah, you can get models that you can train on your own data or are pre-trained on a data set that might already work for you. Even better than that though is that you can get access to APIs in the cloud or on the device, right? Either with the Google Cloud Platform or the Mobile Vision API, and you can use those to get all the good stuff of machine learning without actually needing to know any ML whatsoever. So you can just call an API with an image and be like, what's in this?
That's amazing. Just providing an image to these machine learning systems and they can come back with what it actually contains.
It's very cool.
Well, that's great news. Thanks for sharing that, Timothy. If you want to code, then you should code. So code. Firebase!